Hi, everyone. Welcome back to class. It is Miss Rogers with Grace and Mercy. I want to say first, thank you guys so much for being with me throughout the few weeks that I have not been online. Life be life, and so y'all know how that goes. But I'm back. I ain't going nowhere. Just had to take care of some business. Y'all keep my family in your prayers. Keep my extended family in your prayers too. But we back at it. So today we are going to continue talking about creating sewing patterns, and also we're going to create a pattern on some material today. I went to Joann's over the weekend and was able to buy some fabric, and you guys, I think I got like, I don't know, $100 and some worth of fabric, and they had pretty good sales. So what I'm looking at right here, I spent $114 of fabric on, $114 on fabric. And if I'm not mistaken, it was probably like about 10 to 12 yards of fabric. So if y'all have not, hey Smitty, hey Heather, hey Dalton, hey Cece, happy to see you guys. But if y'all haven't gone to Joann's to catch up, get some of that fabric, go to Joann's and get some fabric because the sale prices are on point. That 60% off clearance section got some bad stuff over there all year round. So go get you some if you haven't gotten any. Can y'all hear me? Because I just bought one of them lapel mics. Can you hear me? Just give me a thumbs up or just say yes. I just didn't know if y'all could hear me on here. I'm going to keep talking. Just let me know if y'all can't hear me, then I'm going to restart it and then I'll do whatever. Hi, Sanaa. Hi, Joy. Hi, X Little. Hi, Brooke. Hi, Strive. Thank you guys so much for joining. I really, and I can't say this enough, I really missed being on here the last few weeks. But you got to take care of home first, right? Hey, that's what we had to do. So today we are going to continue talking about the pattern, and we're going to actually cut material today. So we're going to make some long palazzo pants. I love those pants. They're comfortable, they stretchy, you can wear them anywhere, everywhere. So that's what we're going to do today. I want to show you what I got. I got my fabric scissors. Remember what I told y'all before, get some fabric scissors that sound like this. They sharp. You don't use them on nothing other than your fabric. I have an X-Acto knife just in case I have some ragged edges. I could just go through and cut that. I also have my rotor and I have my tailor's chalk. The tailor's chalk is for me to trace when I'm cutting my pattern. I can trace the pattern onto my fabric, and then I can go back and sew. But so what we're gonna do today, I'm gonna measure myself. I'm gonna write my measurements down in my sewing book. And if you all don't have your textbooks, y'all, we have plenty of time to get them. You should see it down in a little shopping cart on the screen. You can find the textbooks there. Get them out same week. So if you ain't got your textbook, get it. And thank you to those of you who placed your orders last week and the week before. I really appreciate it. The book is called Sewing Seeds. And so it teaches you the basic strategies of sewing while applying scripture to it, building your faith. So I can show you real briefly what we got. We got the needles. We talk about the needles, different types of needles. We talk about our imagination, creativity, the machine. We also talk about, I know I'm sad too. That's why I had to go. I'm going to try to go back this weekend and get some more fabric, because the more fabric I can get at a good price, I'm trying to rack up on it and just put it in my cabinet. But I'm wondering if they're going to keep it open online, because like here with, I think there was Bed Bath & Beyond, they close all the store locations, but it's still online. So I don't know. We gotta keep tabs and see what they're doing. Because I'm all about shopping online, even though I want to find out what the fabric feels like in person. I still go online and purchase it. I might not purchase a large quantity. I'll purchase like a fourth of a yard or a full yard, and if I like it, I'll order more. But in the Sewing Seeds book, it talks about, you have a glossary here that talks about the functions of the sewing machine, the different parts of the sewing machine. You get to journal your thoughts and everything along the way. we have the measurements chapter. It talks about what you need to do your measurements and also the different parts of the body that are measured. So I just want you guys, I'm just want to just show you a little bit. I'm not going to show you the whole thing, but right now we're on chapter 3. We've done, we talked about measuring, and now we're still talking about the patterns and cutting. Patterns is very important, and cutting it properly is very important, because if we don't, we can mess up and ruin fabric that we ain't even have to ruin. So I'm gonna jump to it. I'm gonna grab my measuring tape. I got my ink pen, and I'm going to write down my measurements, because the pants that I'm going to cut out today, I'm going to make them for me, but I want to engage you guys. I want y'all to ask me questions so that y'all can, like, you know, pick my brain. I pick y'all brain, because this is my passion. Sewing is my passion. It is like therapy for me. Like, this is what I do. This is what you're going to find me doing. When I'm mad, I come get on my sewing machine. When the kids piss me off, I come get on my sewing machine. So I just want to just make sure I share my knowledge with you guys, and y'all just ask me questions, because I'm an open book, okay? All right, so like I was saying, I got my measuring tape. Even though my table has measurements on it for my fabric, I still like to do it old school and take my measuring tape and kind of measure my fabric with my tape, just because it's a habit of mine. So forgive me. But what we're going to do now, I'm going to take this sweater out, because when it comes to measuring, we have to make sure we either have fitted clothes, that's something that shows your form when you're measuring the body, and when you measure your clients, you want to make sure your clients also have something fitted on. It could be like some of those workout shorts. It could be leggings, a sports bra, anything. So we want to make sure that we got the body being measured correctly, and we got the numbers right. And what do? In the last few classes, we talked about measurements. We want to make sure we leave room for seam allowance. Most people will tell you, does it come in larger size? Does what come in larger size, Jack? I'm sorry, I missed your question. I missed what your question is in regards to. What we do when we're measuring, we have to leave room for seam allowance. I always say leave room for error. To measure the waist. I'm trying to catch up with you, baby. I'm sorry. I'm going to get to it. I think I'm going to end up coming across like the answer to your question. So bear with me, okay? So when we measure, we leave room for seam allowance. Seam allowance is room for error. Because if you don't leave room for seam allowance, and you needed that extra material for your client, because your client might be a little hippie, might have a rounder booty, like, you just never know. You don't want to need that material or that inch on each side, or that 2 inches on each side. It would have saved you time, it would have saved you money, and it would have saved you frustration, okay? And once we do our measurements, we're going to make sure that you're going to write down the exact number that you get in your measurement, but you're going to add 2 on the side. Just put like +1 or +2 on the side. I always leave 2 inches of seam allowance on my fabric, because my weight fluctuates. Like, real talk, my weight fluctuates. And I would rather have room for error and be able to go back and cut the excess material than not leave enough room for error. And that's hilarious. Tell Audra I said hey. And not leave room for error, and then I needed that extra material. So I'm going to start with, because I'm not doing the upper body, I'm going to start with the lower body, okay? So around my waist, my waist is measuring exactly a 35, okay? So I'm going to write 35. I have my Sewing Seeds textbook, and I'm writing my measurements in here. So if y'all did y'all